From poverty to earning $16.5 million in the NBA, to playing alongside the greatest talent of his generation, then back to poverty again. Delonte West has seen it all. His life is the definition of a roller coaster, from unbelievable heights to unfathomable lows. NBA fans know West mainly for two things: playing as a starting point guard during LeBron's early Cavs playoff runs, and an unfortunate rumor that West denies to this day. We'll get to the infamous rumor shortly, but it has overshadowed nearly everything else West has done, both good and bad. If you know West's complete story, the entire thing, the bottom to the top, wild rides, and absolute insanity that was his historically great run at St. Joe's. Now that his dirty laundry has been aired in the streets, here's a chance to better understand a man who has dealt with demons his entire life. West was born to a lower-class family, knowing basketball would be his way out of poverty. It's from here the Delonte West origin story begins. He faced his first hurdle when a leg injury kept him off the court in 8th grade. With basketball on hold, West sank into a depression. Multiple suicide attempts meant the 14-year-old spent a good portion of his life growing up in hospital beds. Think about that for a second. West's life was so brutal, he attempted to end his life multiple times before he was even old enough to drive. It puts everything else in perspective. Eventually, West fought his way out of depression with a turn to faith. By his own account, finding God in one of the many hospitals he spent the night in saved his life. The red afroed guard was soon turning heads at the basketball court. At St. Joe's University, he averaged 18.9 points and helped the team all the way to the Elite Eight in a season that featured he and Jameer Nelson leading the program to an undefeated regular season. At that point in basketball, the backcourt was way ahead of their time, attempting over 10 shots from beyond the arc between them, making roughly 40% together. The Boston Celtics selected Delonte in the first round in 2004, and he was playing next to LeBron by 2008. It seemed like all of Delonte's prayers had been answered, but Delonte's mental illness surfaced once again. He was officially diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had to deal with an untimely divorce. The path to happiness is never linear, and it's often never in one's own control. Then came the perfect storm that would derail West's life as he knew it. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard the rumors about Delonte West. When LeBron James and the Cavaliers, especially Delonte, performed badly in the 2010 playoffs, word spread that there was a previously unknown factor that had caused James to play so poorly. If you haven't already heard this rumor, be prepared for your mind to explode. The rumor went that James discovered that West had an affair with his mother. Naturally, so the rumor goes, the Cleveland Cavaliers' chemistry was obliterated overnight. Sports networks quickly picked up the trending topic. Bill Simmons claimed he believed the rumor was true, although both West and James denied it categorically. It's important to note that this is a rumor, falling closer to conspiracy theory than widely accepted fact. Thing is, in the social media era, people prefer to believe the wild and crazy more than the believable, which is the Cavs just got that year. Unfortunately, it was the beginning of the end for Delonte. LeBron left the Cavs the following summer, and the organization promptly traded West. Things went further downhill when he was pulled over with 3 loaded guns on him, including a shotgun housed in a guitar case. In 2011, West explained that the medication he was on made him do wild and erratic things. It's a possible explanation for why he was speeding on the highway with enough firepower to fight off a zombie horde. A short stint with the Mavericks ended unceremoniously. Suspensions and depression torpedoed West's chances at an NBA comeback. West continued to try and get signed, but it was futile. All of his money was gone, and to make matters worse, he had an infant son he had to provide for. D-League contracts wouldn't last. He found work at a Home Depot and Brandy Wine, a furniture store. Unfortunately, multiple pictures have surfaced over the years of West panhandling and appearing homeless. Most recently, a picture of West looking desolate on the street graced social media. At the time this photo was released on Twitter, his current condition was unknown by many. West's story should shine a light on how important the issue of mental health is in the NBA. Just because these guys are big celebrities and making great money doesn't mean they're immune to mental issues that plague everyone else. Fortunately, the NBA and Adam Silver continue to make efforts to understand their players and provide any and all resources available to combat mental illnesses. So the next time you go to crack a joke about West's condition, just remember what he's overcome and what he's currently dealing with. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm Frank Smith. You can follow me at FMS_Frank Smith and follow ClutchPoints at ClutchPoints. You can check out all of our mini documentaries on Facebook, Instagram, and IGTV. I'm challenging you guys in the comments on this one to name Delonte and Jameer's 2 other teammates that made the NBA from that famous undefeated St. Joe's team. Thank you guys. Until next time.